Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of CookieCast. Today on CookieCast, it's the Straight to the Apex podcast, our Formula One podcast. A little bit of a break over the last few weeks. The boys still managed to get a podcast out in the middle of the break, which was very kind, very good, very nice. But now we're back from the break and back at it. So look forward to more weeks, more races, more of all the Formula One goodness that you have come to expect from this fantastic podcast. Before we get started, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Leave a review where you can leave a review. Big one, the big one. Share the podcast around. If you've got a Formula One fan in your life, send them this podcast. They will absolutely love it. Right, enough from me. A little bit of something from these guys. Here we go. This is CookieCast, Straight to the Apex.
Go.
Good evening, England! This is episode 16 of Straight to the Apex. I'm your host this week, James, the God I'm a sexy bastard Stainforth, along with on the pit wall, Mark, he's alright as well, Wilkin and Tony T-Dog. Yeah, he's the absolute beefcake, but definitely skips lip day or even leg day. Rawson. How are we doing, lads?
I am fantastic.
Yeah, well, he's got, chapped lips. You know what, mate? You need some Vaseline on them bad boys.
In it, chapped lips sink ships.
Or loose lips.
Oh, yeah, loose lips sink ships. Sorry, yeah.
Big general.
So, as always, massive thanks to Andy, the crew at CookieCast. Andy, sorry if I just deafened you when you're giving this a quick test listen to, just to make sure I don't say anything really offensive like normal. Don't worry, the tinnitus will wear off shortly. If not, yeah.
You're deaf.
This is episode 16 of Straight to the Apex, part of CookieCast. We have some breaking news. We kind of fucked up a little bit.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
We did.
So there was a 4-week break. We covered the last race at Spa and said, hey, you know what, 4-week break, but we'll come back to you and we'll have some predictions and we'll have a bit of a fun podcast in between. And we all kind of forgot. It was like Thursday night or something, or even Friday, and we're like, shit, it's race weekend.
We got so into the summer break. We shut down for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep, and so did the rain. After 9 months of rain, we got 3 weeks of sun. And now the rain's back.
Yay.
So yeah, we cocked up a little bit.
A little bit.
Only a little. I mean, nothing like Red Bull, not their kind of fuck ups or anything else like that. Ours was just, it was a fuck up.
Yeah.
So, I did. Don't know if you want to say the right thing, the wrong thing, but I kind of grassed us up to the FIA.
Of course you did.
Of
course you did.
I mean, in fairness, I did consult you both in the chat.
You did.
And said,
you didn't
guys,
spring it on
what
us.
do we want to do? We can either try and get Andy to do a breaking news on one of his podcasts, or we just maybe go to the FIA, utilize them, and take some kind of forfeit. We had a nice lengthy chat. I sent a couple of recordings because I couldn't be asked to type anymore. Mark was like, I'm all over this, really love this. And then 2 days later, Tony comes back to us going, I've got my picks, here you go. And it's like, no. Read the fucking chat. Forfeits. So, I'm going to do my forfeit now.
I didn't think you was going to tell us. I thought we had to like. So really, technically, you should get another forfeit because I didn't think. I thought the whole idea of your message was don't tell us what the forfeit is.
Oh no, well, yeah, I can't tell you beforehand, and I can't tell you on. I'm just going to do it.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we've all got different forfeits. Mine, luckily, isn't anything like you've got to put on a Hull FC shirt or anything else like that. So, thank you, Beth. Still love you. Hope the leg's getting better.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Good.
It's getting better.
It was quite a lengthy forfeit. So, right, I'm just going back to my notes from the FIA.
I'm doing my forfeit another time because my forfeit will make me vomit. Guaranteed. And I will be poorly. Guaranteed. And I may shit myself again. may happen again. Because my forfeit is just...
Is it something like...
It's liquid. It's liquid. Followed by more liquid.
2 volcano burrito box meals from Taco Bell. And then keep on eating prunes until you just lose control of everything.
I think if you take all that, minimize it into like one shot. Yes, that is what we're dealing with. 1,000%.
I'll be missing next week then. Yeah, coming on.
So blend a volcano burrito box deal from Taco Bell. Other fast food outlets available as well, folks.
Yep.
But they ain't Taco Bell. And then drink it like a slushy, like a Slurpee, a smoothie.
Kind of. It's basically my worst nightmare in a shot glass, basically. Usually a splash of this makes me just want to vomit furiously.
I'm being very careful what I say, but I have seen a shot, and I think it is called Stifler's Shot or Stifler's Pint.
No. For people have not seen American Pie, go Google it.
What have you been doing for the last 25 years?
Well, yeah, that's true. So go on, get your forfeit.
Being born.
First bit is nice. Cheers.
So now I would have thrown up. That's how bad man is. I would have thrown up right now.
You can do it right at the end of the podcast.
Instruction book here. Right, it says in the mouth, but I don't know if it needs to be all the way in the mouth or just. I'm going to go all the way in the mouth. I'm going to squash it up because it's not going to fit otherwise. Ow.
For the people that are listening, he's just put adult toy in his mouth.
Marshmallow. Oh, when the red Robbie goes bob, along, there'll be no more sobbing when we start singing this song. Dong, wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, cheer up, the sun is red, love, laugh, be happy, shoot the black and white bastards.
What?
I have so much love in the world for Max Verstappen and Beth, but not as much as Ryan Reynolds.
What are you eating? Was that a donut?
That was a bread. I wish it was a donut. It'd been more fun after that stretch class, but yeah.
It was bread. Nice. Well done.
Bread or marshmallows.
James
that
is
is
done.
Not fun to eat after knocking back a shot of whiskey either, by the way.
Was it dry bread as well?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, well
unbuttered.
That's one out of the 3 done. Well done.
Unbuttered because I'm trying to be good. Watching them pounds.
Let's be honest, that was the shittest forfeit I've ever seen in my life.
Let's be honest, we all knew James would get off lightly.
That is fucking light compared to mine.
That's because after I'd grassed us up, I then sent her a separate message basically saying, oh, sorry, by the way, Hope you're all right. Really hope the leg's doing better. Miss you. Love you. Bye.
At least you did. I thought she might have got you singing Old Faithful or something.
I don't think Beth could do that to me.
I mean,
Because you're a kisser.
yes. Anyway, move on.
Moving on.
No.
One out of three.
Yeah.
So yeah, you two are doing yours next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was first bit of breaking news. The other bit of breaking news. Logan Sargent's gone.
Thank God. Hallelujah.
I mean,
Finally.
are we shocked?
God, no.
But isn't it weird that it took another crash in the first race after summer for him to go, right, we're not, no more. He's out. Like, it was a proper smash.
Oh,
He set the car on fire. It was a proper smash.
It was that kind of the sort. I went, fuck you.
They've probably thought, all the engineers probably thought, right, we've had this car built 4 weeks. It's sat there. We've put all these nice upgrades on him. Oh, he's crashed it.
Yeah. He's fucked
Yeah.
up God knows how many chassis. At
He
one
didn't-
point,
but
he
he
had
didn't-
to fucked them both.
He didn't crash it. He obliterated it.
He did obliterate it. There will have been
And it's to the
hardly
point where
anything left to salvage.
he didn't make quali.
No.
Like, he didn't make quali.
Well, if you're going to crash, why wouldn't you wait till free practice free right before qualifying?
Yeah, if you're going to do it right.
Yeah. Don't give him any time to build your car. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, not head of the guy that's replaced him.
No, I have. And when I write down his name, the first thing I think is, that sounds like an Englishman trying to order a pint of Coke in Spain.
Yes, it does.
You know what? We don't actually learn to speak their language. You just think we'll shout it and they'll understand us. Going, no, Coca-Cola, yeah, Coca-Cola, yeah, Pinto, Coca-Cola, Pinto, Pinto, yeah, turn out, and then you're walking off. It's like, no, mate, come on.
That'll be €15.
15 euro for Cola Pinto.
I'm not unseeing that when Crofty starts saying his name at weekend. That's it now. I'm done. Cola Pinto.
New series of
I'm so
Benidorm.
glad.
F2.
I'm so glad.
He's in F2. I don't know how well he's doing in F2.
No.
El Cola
No.
Pinto. I mean, what has he got a first name or is he just like Ronaldo? He's just got one name.
Coca.
Darren, I think it was. That's wrong.
Darren.
Gareth Cola Pinto.
Yeah.
Oh well.
His dad's from Huddersfield.
That's
look,
Cola Pinto.
got name for little one when he's born. What do you think of Coca? No, not just Coca, Coca-Cola. In all my years, I can't call him Keith Pinto Jr., right?
You mean Fernando's off the table? Fucking hell.
So, have any of you actually got it written down? Because No, I will give you a bonus point. 2 bonus points if you tell me what country he's from and what his first name is.
He's from Italy.
He's not from Italy.
Mexico.
You're closer.
Peru.
Good show.
Good. But you're in the right ballpark.
Colombian.
No.
Are we going up or down?
Brazil.
Texas.
Brazil is the closest we've been so far, but it's not Brazil.
Fucking hell.
And if you
down from Brazil.
Listen.
This is the F1 podcast, not South America podcast.
It's down from Brazil, and they hate us.
Argentina.
Well done. He's Argentinian, but he's got an Italian first name.
Mario.
Luigi.
You're not far off.
Fucking hell, really?
Wario.
Franco. Franco.
Hey, Franco. Give us Cola Pinto.
Franco Cola Pinto.
Give us Pinto Cola. Cheers, Franco.
I mean,
no.
He's 21. Yeah. I mean, what a name. What a name.
Basically, this is how it's gone in my head. Like, they must have had a conversation, like the owners of Williams, and gone, Logan crashes again, is out. Yeah, that'll do. P3, bang, smash. It's right. And so immediately they're on the phone, like, who can we get to replace this guy? And we've just kind of gone down the F2 like leaderboard and just gone, no, can't have him. No, he's signed for Mercedes. No.
What's weird?
He's got a cool name. Let's take him.
Yeah. Mercedes and Red Bull straight away got on the phone to Williams and went, look, if you want someone to replace Sargent, you know, you've got Schumacher, you've got whoever.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Mercedes and Red Bull, two of the leading constructors, well, usually two of the leading constructors out there, go to you and go, do you want one of our drivers? And you're just like, nah, mate, I'm going to take this guy for old Frank, that no one's fucking heard of, but, you know, cheers, mate.
Yeah, because it's not even like he's testing for next year. The seats are gone because you've got Sainz and Albon. So it's like, basically for him, it's as long as he don't crash, he's done better than Sargent. But
they might as well have just gone to like a local school and just said, you got any kids on work experience?
How good are they in a pedal kart? Do they crash? No. Oh, we'll have him.
Should have come to fucking Branzone. There's plenty of kids driving burnt out fucking Peugeot. Bound to find someone who can do it.
Quite fast as well because they're getting chased by police. That's odd. You make a good point, like, because James Brown said in the press conference, it gives us a better chance to score points this season. What, with a rookie? Like, don't get me wrong, Logan Sargent has been trash. But if Red Bull and Merck are coming to you saying, look, we've got this driver, he's experienced, how about you have him just for the back end of the season? That'd give him a better chance, surely.
Yeah.
It's
money, maybe. Contracts.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of logistics behind it. Like, they can't take, I know I did it as a joke, but there's probably a lot of F2 drivers that are in contracts and negotiations, and so they've probably, it looks like they could pick a lot of people, but really, when you think about it, they've probably got to put a little pool. Who wants to take the end of a Williams 2024 season when everything else is kind of lined up and everyone's contracted? I mean, all the front runners in F2, if they're up at the top of the championship, they'll want to win it if they've got a chance. So why would they want to move?
But surely they've got a reserve driver. Because I don't know who the Williams reserve driver was, but surely they had a fair driver sat there. Unless it was this Franco Cola Pinto.
Cola.
Well, Doohan's gone one way, Behrman's gone another. It's Schumacher. That's the one for me. Why didn't they get him in the car?
Yeah. Yeah, because
that really
got a deal with Mercedes.
That really tells me that he is out of favour, big time.
Well, why would Mercedes or Red Bull even offer? There's got to be an ulterior motive.
Money is probably a big motive. I bet
really
Frank is getting paid pittance.
And apologies if I'm wrong and I've forgotten this. Mercedes have still got a seat going.
Yeah, it's not been announced yet. Yeah,
I think they're going to announce it this week.
Do you think?
Yeah, because he is Italian and it is the Italian GP.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
And I think is he driving the car in practice? Maybe.
Yeah.
We are recording this on Wednesday, and usually that's probably going to be the news that we're going to miss, and it's going to come out tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, fucking annoying that. It's like, we do the recording and all the news comes out. It's like, oh, you mother...
If only they told us.
So, interestingly, I've just Googled, Miss Williams did not have a reserve driver because they normally have a deal with Mercedes to borrow one of their reserve drivers. So then, Tony's just made a very good point. If you're going to announce the young kid, why wouldn't you put him in the Williams for the rest of the season to get up to speed?
Yeah, get used to the tracks at the back end of the calendar.
All I can think is what Tony said. This guy is a paid driver, and he's come with a bit of cash.
Yeah.
Or this Kimi is going to be Mercedes number 2 next year. So why put him in Williams and have all that pressure on him and have all the headlines? And he's quite high up in F2 at the minute anyway. Could win the championship. He is a very young lad. I think it's 17, 18 or something like that. So
yeah,
he's got time. There's no need to get him in an F1 car as quickly as possible.
No, that's a good shout, to be fair.
Williams, in it. It's just Williams. I think they're done for this season. I think they're just literally waiting for next season now.
It's interesting,
especially after this.
It's interesting to see if he comes in at Monza and gets a point, though.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think top 10. If you don't crash, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, they normally do, don't they? They come in, they've got a point that they want to prove, and unfortunately, usually they start off really well. They maybe get 1 or 2 good races, and then it just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Out, doesn't it?
This lad has he's off radar, isn't he? I don't think he's going to get top 10. If he finishes the race and he's close to the rest, good on him. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of seeing fucking Logan Sargent parking it into the barrier every single fucking weekend. To the point where we were joking about it, but he can hurt himself. He can really seriously hurt himself. And he nearly did. He nearly fucking did.
Yeah.
Numerous times. So I know I'm harsh, but I am glad we're seeing the back of Logan Sargent. I'm sorry, American fans. You can do better.
Yeah.
Do we agree?
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Other news I've got. I just realised this as well the other day, and it's not news, but I think it's pretty cool. Robbie Williams designed the trophies for Zandvoort.
What? Robbie Williams of Take That.
Robbie Williams, the ex-Take That, biggest British solo artist going, designed the trophies.
It's a bit random.
Grand Prix.
I mean, that could have been a quiz question right there.
Yeah. Well, never know. Wait for the end of the season quiz that we promise every year and forget about.
Yeah, Charlie. It's always Charlie's fault because she's going to host it.
2022s will be coming anytime soon.
Yeah. That's random. That is random.
That guy just gets everywhere.
He does.
Yep. Nope.
Any other news? I mean, it has been the summer break.
Only other thing I've got is that this week, Christian Horner has actually turned around and opened up and said, you know what? McLaren are in a different league to us.
Yeah.
They also clarified the Perez story just before summer. I don't know if this was hidden. That apparently Perez was told he was safe after a meeting. Apparently that's a load of rubbish. They didn't have said meeting because it was basically, we're going to take Perez on a race-by-race basis. And let's be honest, they are not getting rid of him before Mexico.
No.
Because the Mexicans will literally turn up with guns.
I think I'm empathetic with him. I think he gets a bad rap.
He was terrible at weekend. He was terrible.
But was he top 10?
Yeah, you're right. He was top 10. But he started 5th, finished 6th.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Right? In the second fastest car on the grid. Because it is, I mean, Cristiano's right. The fact that, spoiler alert, Norris had such a big lead, 22 seconds.
Pardon?
22.89.
No.
I'm sorry. That is a massive turnaround. And that points to what we've been saying for a few weeks now. Is this Red Bull Adrian Newey influence going? Is it the penalties that have had imposed on them? Is it the fact that Zach Brown said they would implode, and they have, because now Jonathan Wheatley's leaving, like we said before? Is this Red Bull slowly coming to everyone, and McLaren and all the others are ramping it up?
Let's not touch on the 22 seconds thing. Well,
Okay.
actually, let's do, because what I want to say here, I said it to Charlie, because 22.896 seconds is a scary gap.
Oh, yeah.
But there was one, I think it was the second race this season, where Verstappen had a 21-second gap.
Yep.
So, to go from 21 seconds ahead to 22 seconds behind, now I'll take away 10 seconds because I don't want to discredit McLaren, but that still means that Red Bull or Max's car is 33 seconds slower than it was.
And in a sport where a 10th of a second lap time equates to about $1 million, just to get a 10th of a second over one lap, and like you said, there's been a 30-second swing from being that far in front than now that far behind. And let's be honest, that's Max overdriving that car.
Oh, shit, yeah. I mean, Perez said it in qualifying when he got through, and they went, a fantastic drive there, Perez. You was the fastest at one point, and Perez went, yeah, well, we wasted a whole set.
Oh, I don't.
That showed straight away, right, you guys are going way too hard on your tyres. You've pushed that to the max to get that. And I said to Charles straight away while watching quality, they are not going to fucking do well on the race. If they've wasted a whole fucking tyre to get
that's always a telltale sign, isn't it? When a car slaps a tyre and they're still not quick.
Yeah, but Perez was blaming someone for that, wasn't he? Which I won't spoil, but it was like, oh, he's just made us waste some tyres there. No, Max was pushing them tyres, and what was we saying in the early races when Max dominated? He's not even pushing that car.
He's not doing anything. He's not trying.
And now he seems to be overdriving it, and the tyres are gone. So that is a monument. That's probably one of the biggest swings we've ever seen in Formula One. And don't take anything away from McLaren, because they've obviously built on that car.
Shit, yeah, they've done some good stuff.
But if we was to listen to our early podcast now, and
we
were saying about races, saying Max is in fourth gear, Max is absolutely cruising. He's doing it with his eyes closed. The car's so fast. The rumour is, and I think we mentioned this, the Red Bull have had some system taken off the car with the brakes. I don't know if we have mentioned this or not, actually.
No, I don't remember this.
So, getting technical now.
Engineer Mark.
The FIA, the real FIA, released a statement clarifying the rules on braking systems. So, when drivers talk about brake balance shift, they can go 50% front and back. They can go 70-30 to the back, to the front. That's how brake balance bias works. Apparently, the Red Bull had a system on where you could go 50% to the right front tyre, 30% to the left front tyre, and then split the rest between the back tyres. Or you could change it depending on the corner and put the most, because then that would drag the car around. And apparently the FIA clarified that, and Red Bull are denying it because Red Bull had this system on the car, and that's why the tyres weren't getting chewed up. Max was absolutely cruising because let's be honest, how many times did we say that Red Bull was on rails? And now it's
Makes sense.
He keeps moaning about it sliding. It won't turn in where he wants.
Yeah, the brakes aren't on turn 10 this week. You were saying,
and they think they've had a cheat system on the car where you go into a right-hand corner. If all your brake bias is on your right-hand side tyres, it will drag that car on the corner. Happy days. That's what the same Red Bull had.
Or if it's all on the other tyres and not that tyre, there's going to be less wear on that single tyre.
Yep.
Because the brakes are doing more work on the other tyres. That's clever, isn't it?
It is clever, and if that was the case and they've had that taken off, that would account for a lot of speed and the fact that they're struggling. It also might account for the fact that Perez couldn't drive a car like that. And that's why he struggled earlier in the season. Because let's be honest, you've got to be quite clever, haven't you, to work out where the balance needs to be and what percentage in each tyre.
And we've always said Perez isn't driving his car, he's driving Max's car. And he hasn't really had any issues since Monaco.
I mean, allegedly. It's all allegedly.
It's all allegedly. Engineering Corner sponsored by
let's keep the tinfoil hats
number
on.
one in the Super League 2024.
Yeah, he had that big crash at Monaco. Leclerc won. And then it all kind of turned to shit for Red Bull.
And Ferrari.
Perez wasn't crashing anymore.
Interesting.
I mean, he's still slow. All right, fifth was okay in quali, but when Max is second and you then finish sixth in the race, Red Bull are going to lose the constructors, not because of Max Verstappen, not because of lost speed, because they're getting outscored every week by 2 cars.
The standings for the constructors at the moment, there are 30 points now.
Is that it?
30 points between Red Bull and McLaren. So 2 more races. Finishing like that, 2 more races. And, McLaren will just start running away with it. If everyone remains consistent the way they are now, yeah.
I really want Red Bull to lose the title.
So do I.
Constructors.
I want them to lose the title, and I want it to become so tight that McLaren start questioning that switch they did with Norris and Piastri. Because it could genuinely boil down to that. And I think Abu Dhabi is going to be the race. Oh, I've got a story to tell you about that as well, but we'll do that in the second half.
Okay. Do you think, because we haven't got long left, so let's finish. Do you want to finish on a few points or questions? Do you think they will regret it? Do you think Norris will get that close to Max by the end of the season?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's the point difference in the Drivers' Championship?
70.
With how many races? There's quite a few races to go still, isn't there?
I think
it goes till second week of December.
There's at least 10 and there's a 7-point difference. So if he gets that 70 points, what was the gap?
70.
So if it's 1-2 every week. I don't know. This race this weekend feels like McLaren have gone all fucking in on Norris. Like all the shit's out the way now. All that. All what happened at whatever. Now it's like all in on fucking Norris.
But I think they've got to. But that points to the question of, like James just said, they're going to regret that. They're going to regret swapping them cars because Norris is the main If there is a contender, that's Norris.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
After Norris, Leclerc, and he's at 192.
Oh. Yeah, let's be honest. Ferrari are not going to challenge, even if they get the car sorted. So it's Matt or Norris. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like Norris, but God, I'd love it if he beat Matt.
Oh, Charlie wants a Norris hat now.
Does she? Is she a fan?
Yeah, I've always said I like Norris. I mean, I'm quite tempted to get a Norris hat.
No.
Yeah, I still there's something about him. I still think he's a bit arrogant.
Arrogant bastard. Showed his true colours in that fucking room when he had a go at Hamilton.
Yeah.
Cocky little fucking shit.
We'll never know if it's full on or not.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, the fucking media tweak things all the time. I mean,
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. To be fair,
allegedly. Unless you're Rupert Murdoch or Piers Morgan or any others, you know that. Yeah, they're all good.
That's true.
You know, any journalist in Paris in 1996, yeah, they're not bad.
Or 7, or 8, or 9, or 10.
Wow.
I have no idea. I've got no idea what he's talking about. But yeah.
And Don and he's like that. Oh shit.
Sorry, Andy. You can get rid of the last 2 minutes of the first half, Andy. Don't worry about it. You're not missing much.
Nah.
No.
He'll listen to it. Go. No. Kid's got a point.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah.
Let a few of the other listeners sit there thinking, what does he mean in 96?
Go Google it. Google it.
Go Google it. Yeah. Or Bing. You know, other search engines available.
I think what you meant was the Paralympics are starting in Paris real soon. That's what you meant.
Yeah, no, I don't. Oh. Right, let's grab a drink and then we'll come back. We'll go through quali and the race and we'll actually do some predictions this week. Fuck it, why not?
Sounds like a plan.
See you shortly, lads.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Hey, you. Yeah, you that's listening right now. Thanks very much for tuning into this episode of Straight to the Apex, the Formula One podcast from CookieCast. If you're enjoying this episode, why not like, share and subscribe? Whilst you're there, feel free to check out some of the other podcasts that CookieCast has to offer. If you like football, we've got a football podcast. NFL more your thing? Then the Laces Out podcast is for you. Maybe even a little bit of the wrestling. Just look for the Getting Over podcast on CookieCast. Maybe you want to listen to Andy's Darkest Timeline. It's there too. So, the F1 boys have probably got themselves a drink. It's time to get back to the action.
And we're back. And that is either Tony's thumb or he's got a really weird big toe.
I'm glad you said toe, because I didn't think you were going there.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Would that have been little finger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like little finger off the guy off Scary Movie 2, Strong Hand.
Again, Google it, folks.
Yeah, if you've never seen Scary Movie, where the fuck have you been for 25 years?
I wasn't born. People weren't born.
Fucking educated.
People weren't born.
Bullshit. So, I ain't got any more news. Have you guys got any more news?
Nope.
Haas.
Oh.
Did you say pass or Haas?
Haas.
Oh, okay.
And what happened after the race? I thought it was a scary situation where all their lorries and parts were seized.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they owed money to the Russians.
And it was they paid it on the Friday. They got let go on the Tuesday. Very scary that a world we live in where it puts it into perspective that there's people out there that have more money than F1 teams, and they have so much money that they can actually go to the courts and stop an F1 team moving from one race to another.
Can you imagine? You're in on a Saturday afternoon, there's fuck all on TV, so you go to Channel 5 and they've just got can't pay, we'll take it away. And there's Haas. It's like, the fuck?
What, Dominic Littlewood turning up and saying, you can't take that lorry? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
That was a different show. That was fucking.
Oh, well, whatever that was.
Oh, shit. What was that now?
I don't know. He was always on that type of show, wasn't he?
Fucking sheriffs, wasn't it? What's
Master
it called?
Chef.
No, sheriffs. Fucking what?
On deals. I don't know.
No, I don't
What
know.
was it called? Something sheriffs. Bandit sheriffs, something like that.
I shot the sheriff, but I didn't
I
shoot the
know.
deputy.
No,
We work Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
It was.
Move on.
I remember
Move on.
watching
You're
this as a
wasting too
kid
much time. Move on.
many years ago. But anyway, I think that severed relationships with any Russian or Eastern European buyer now. So,
Well, I don't think they'll be allowed because there's something going on in Russia. So I don't think they'll be allowed. Let's not talk about
Yeah, let's move on before we start talking about increasing gas and electric prices. So, yeah, that was the news.
Yeah.
And everyone here, including Andy, is now sitting there thinking, thank fuck for that.
Yep.
So, Quali.
Mm.
Tony, did you watch it? Kinda. Yeah. It was all right. I mean, obviously, Sargent had his crash. He wasn't in there. Didn't really make much difference.
No.
Hamilton,
Alonso,
Checo.
not Alonso, sorry. Albon. You're sorry, buddy.
Hamilton, Checo was probably the big talking point.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. The Hamilton Checo thing and Albon getting disqualified.
For being millimetres too wide on the new floor. Did someone not check it? I mean, they literally had to file a bit off. You've got the multi-million-pound engineers. You've got all this wind tunnel technology. You've got these scale models. And you're disqualified for millimetres.
Yeah, a bit unjustified. Well,
it's a typical Williams mistake, isn't it?
Like playing Sargent.
Yes. The other one was an absolute load of bullshit.
Yeah. What could he have done?
Was it Anthony Davidson that was on the Sky Pad at the weekend where he kind of showed Hamilton to the furthest left of the corner that it could possibly go, and he was like,
he came out of the racing line. He was almost borderline off the track. There is nowhere he could go. It's a track which isn't known for overtaking. I don't know what else he could do other than drive off the track or come to a complete stop, which he is not allowed to do.
And he'd have brought yellow flags out, therefore impeding Perez.
Yeah.
But don't you think, and this isn't just against Perez, but don't you think these radio messages about impeding have gone too far now? Oh, what's he doing, man? What's he doing? Oh, my God, he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Oh, fuck off.
A couple of years ago, anyone could watch qualifying and they would have heard the word impede and they'd be like, oh, what's that mean? This season alone, you'd only have to watch 2 races and you'd be able to explain in detail and actually quote the rule number and subheader of impeding.
Yeah.
I did think that Checo went out. He went on a bit.
Yeah.
And he kind of blew it up bigger than what it was.
He did. 100%.
Because maybe it was a Mercedes and it was Hamilton, and
he's got a beef in his bonnet, hasn't he? He's got a bit of a beef in his bonnet about Hamilton. He still hasn't got over whatever Hamilton's done to him.
Yeah, but when you think about what Checo did to fucking Hamilton,
exactly. If there was a beef, it's the other way around.
Yeah, but mate, get over it.
Yeah,
you're shit.
Yeah, I just thought it was uncalled for.
Yeah. I think this season the radio calls it's the new way of the drivers and the principals and stuff like that getting straight to the stewards.
Yeah.
You know, after 2021 or whatever it was, when Horner's straight on the phone with Mikey, and then Toto's doing the same thing, and then the FIA turn around and go, right, you know what? You guys can't fucking talk to him anymore because there was too much fucking influence there. And then all of a sudden, everyone's on the radio going, "Oh, track limits here. Oh, doing this. Oh, that's the wrong time." It's like, guys, the fucking stewards can see it. Shut the fuck up.
It's almost like the fact that diving is coming into rugby league. This is the equivalent in Formula One of diving. It's almost like it's harder to overtake at the minute. Let's get them in trouble.
Yeah.
Like Perez could have gone around the corner. Like you say, Hamilton didn't have anywhere to go. Perez could have quite happily gone around that corner and gone, well, that was a bit awkward position. You know, but Lewis did everything he could, but no, he was on the radio moaning and bitching, and it was pathetic. It just makes them look pathetic.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it should have been. I mean, it was bad enough that Hamilton went out in Q2 anyway.
Yeah.
But that's a 3-grid penalty place as well. It's just nah. I've seen fucking worse get away with it.
Yeah.
But obviously, Max started looking promising, but at the same time, it's that kind of is Red Bull and like Haas at the moment or Alpine where they've got one fast lap in them, but they haven't got a race lap. And Verstappen did actually get a hold of Paul at one point in Q3, but then right at the end, Norris took it.
Yeah.
Well,
in front of all the Dutch fans. What a shit.
You know what I really liked? The fact that the Dutch fans cheered for him, though.
Yeah.
They did.
They
Bless
did.
them. Bless them.
Don't do that in Mexico, do they?
No.
No. You start booing and then your fucking driver tells you to be quiet.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Mm.
But
Max pulled out. Max gave it everything as well. I don't know if anyone's seen that final lap of Max's. He gave it everything, and you know what? That's I've not seen Max Verstappen on the edge like that for a long time. He gave it full beans at his home track.
He did.
He went wide in the cambered corner. Can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, he was a bit shaky in places.
If there was any track in the whole season that was going to get pole, you would have put your money on this one.
Yeah.
Well, your home track, you always get like an extra 10%, don't you? Because your fans behind you gives that little bit of boost of adrenaline. But yeah, so in the end, it went with Norris on pole, Verstappen second, Piastri third, Russell fourth, Perez fifth, finished sixth, Leclerc sixth, Alonso seventh, Stroll 8th, Gasly 9th, so technically Sainz 10th, and then Hamilton 11th, 12th or 13th, and then a load of other drivers behind them that I can't be asked to mention anymore because there's too many, and some of them don't have a job anymore. Hi, Logan.
You want a guest on a podcast next week, Logan? You're not doing anything else. Come and have a chat with us.
Yeah. Won't be paid, but let's bet you're not getting paid now anyway, so no difference.
I mean, I'm sure he will have got paid off probably 10 times as much as what we're all on right now.
Nah, they'll have gone, right, Logan, look, we've done the math on how much damage you've cost us with crashes.
You owe us.
So, yeah, you can either go quietly or we'll just dock it from your severance pay and you'll still owe us.
Yeah. Your bill is £4.6 billion. I'll go quietly. It's fine.
Yeah. Toto! So, the race.
The
Fun
race.
race.
I think it was a fun race.
Parts of it were good. There was a lot of not much happening. What do you think to the track? Because there's quite a lot of. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah. When you
I love the track, but I hate it at the same time. Like, I love the camber, but it seems very narrow. Very narrow.
I like the different lines they can take in the banking corner because they're all like 3 levels and stuff, and just don't promote good racing, does it? It's not like I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence about it, but it looks great.
Yeah, it's more technical.
Yeah, it is.
Than coming down to skill set or tactics.
This week, boys, you just fucking wait. This week.
What was that?
High speed chicanes.
The Temple of Speed.
The Temple. Now, if that doesn't say prestigious, I don't know what will.
I was going to say, you've got to chuck in the P word. It is the Temple of Speed. But, again, totally different track. So, yeah. So, no, I'm a bit undecided about Zandvoort, but it's on the North Sea. It's literally across there, innit? I'd go. It'd be a good one to go to.
Yeah. The fans look like they're having fun.
Water. Stone throws way.
Yeah. Wear my Ferrari gear in the middle of all the orange Red Bull army.
And they go, where are you from? And you go, Branzo, mate.
Look, I love your banging music, though.
There's Max's on the starting grid.
Italian man. Hey, Italian man.
Tutti.
Yeah. Oh, and there's look, he's got a friend from Spain. Yeah, Cola, Pinto Cola, Toto. All the Europeans are coming over. So the race
comes out race day in his fucking Merc outfit. Race finishes, he pulls out the Lando Norris cap.
Yeah, Norris had pole. I was straight away panicking, thinking,
he's going to get taken over at the start.
Because he's going to do what he does on every race, where he drives too much to one side and then just gets taken.
And he did.
Kind of. But it wasn't down to him. It was the car. Too much wheel spin. His reaction time was the exact same as Max's.
And when you watch Piastri behind him, they both had equally such a bad start. And like you say, the car it's the clutch settings. But yeah, to be fair, it wasn't really Lando's fault. No. Well, it kind of was and it wasn't.
It's the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, first lap, it looked like Max was taking it away. It was, because they said, like, DRS after the first lap, Max needs to get out of 1 second. And he did look like he was peeling away. And he did. He did just get out of DRS, but then nothing really happened after that. No. He didn't continue to peel away anymore. It's like all of a sudden he was just stuck there. And then it was just that kind of, we just wait for Max's tyres to give. And what was it, about 10 laps, I think?
17.
Yeah.
Norris on Max.
Yeah. End of lap 17. Yeah.
Yeah, takes him, and then straight away, Max is like, oh, my tyres are going. And then they got on the radio and Norris going, what's the plan now then? And he went, well, I don't know. And they went, well, how are your tyres? He went, I think they're fine. I'm fairly confident. I'm consistent. Let's go for it. And he went, okay, back to plan A then. We might go for the undercut, but that's cool.
It definitely had the air of we're the fastest car on track, facts. We're going to pass him eventually if we go drive quick, as we know we can.
But
Well,
didn't you think... Go on. Sorry, Jim.
Sorry, even towards the end, they said to him on the radio, what do you reckon, if we get a safety car, we'll go in, we'll go on the soft, and then we'll take him again. Genuinely said that.
Yeah.
There was so much shit thrown at Max from McLaren. It was even at the end. Oh, actually, yeah, I just remember. So even at the end, so obviously they're on the radio to Norris because spoiler alert, he won. And Norris actually went simply lovely.
Yeah.
Says after every race when he wins, but as well as that, the women's F1 team who raced on the Saturday, I can't remember. Remember. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember her name fully, so apologies. She went on to win, and then on the radio she went dirt. Max,
she did.
Oh, did she?
Oh yeah. There was so much shit going at fucking Red Bull and Max Verstappen this week from McLaren. It's unreal.
Well, I know McLaren had said to Norris, hadn't they, early on in the race, do you think we're just racing Max here? And I thought, you are. Like, because Max got a bit ahead, and it was almost like Norris was like, right, coming to the end of my stint, I'm going for it now. And it was just a breeze. He breezed up to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely breezed up.
And he almost overtook him like he was going past a back marker.
Yeah. That was probably one of the highlights for me of the whole race. The way he just overtook him. Like, how many times have we seen a Red Bull do that to anybody else? And it actually happened to them.
Yeah.
And it was scary quick how it went past.
It was so fucking smooth.
I know.
If behind him and saw it, he'd have been singing Smooth Operator on the phone. He would have.
I know it was really windy, and they were saying obviously it was it a headwind? That's why DRS on that straight was kind of more,
powerful.
The speed difference. Yeah, it was more powerful. The speed difference was massive. But yeah, the way you thought, oh, Max has got this. He's got a bit of a lead now, and then Lando almost just like turned it on and was like, right, enough's enough now. I'm going. I mean, he had a crap start. Max jumped him. Piastri had a crap start. Russell jumped him, and then they both just was like, right, we're going for it now.
Yeah.
But no one looked nervous or anything. The drivers, again, cool as hell. The pit wall, no one on that fucking team panic at all. They are so much in unison, it's unreal.
They're classy and professional, something that Red Bull aren't.
No.
Ooh.
Ben.
Big words.
I just think they were so far behind McLaren and Zach Brown, and to credit Andreas Stella, he's a technical man that's been there a long time. They've just slowly bolted speed onto that car, and now it's the car to beat.
Correct. Did anybody see the gaggle of cars on
Yes.
Lap 40?
Yes.
That was ace.
That was good.
That was crazy. There was like 5 cars all together, almost like like TIE fighters coming into attack. Like, you don't know who's going to go past or where. It could all end up with all of them hitting the barrier and the turn, and then they all kind of fizzled into a lane and went round. Well, that was cool.
Magnussen lost about 5 places in half a lap.
And I think Albon kind of like somehow gained 3 by fizzling through. It was ace. That was ace.
But that's what we want to see, like that racing, but just doesn't happen. But no, that was good. That I liked that.
Tell me what else happened. I don't think I've got really much more in my notes from the race.
Stroll was speeding in the pit lane. 5-second penalty because he's an idiot.
Yeah. The only other thing I've got is McLaren's last win there was in 1985, and it was Niki Lauda's last F1 win.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I thought about that, and obviously he's not with us anymore, so rest in peace. 85 seems like it wasn't that long ago, but then feels like it was fucking ages ago.
All right. To two people that was born 83 and 82.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, calm your ass down. It wasn't that long ago.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Nearly 40 years ago, but hey, never mind.
I was born 92. I think we're all feeling it, guys. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
yeah, and you laughed at me early when I said, "Oh, I've got a stretch class to go to before." You're like, "Stretch class?"
No, don't.
I was going to say, you're at stretch class,
motherfucker. You're the only guy that I know to go to a stretch class.
Well, you know what? My back's probably better than yours now.
Probably, but real men do spinning, don't they, Mark?
No. I'm at physio at the minute. I'm at physio, so like he's stretch class. I'm seeing a physio. We're done.
Go to stretch class, or you end up in the physio class.
Right. Telling you, mate, you wake up, you have your 40th birthday, everything's nice, you get great presents, you get some cake, all that kind of stuff. Brilliant. And then the rest of your life is the hangover from that day. You wake up, you know, your back hurts, your legs hurt, your shoulder doesn't point in the right direction, and every time you want to sneeze, you're scared that you're either going to cough, wet yourself, or shit yourself.
And you already have that trouble, so you're going to be fucked at 40. Yeah.
And on top of that, you also know that in 10 years' time, you're going to have to go to the doctor, and he's going to put his finger in some places where normally you'd want someone to buy you a drink first.
No comment.
Wow. Are we at 27 minutes already? Oh, what a shame.
So, back to the
That's what he said.
Before we kind of go in.
What was that? I missed that. Thank God.
Yeah, you don't ever repeat that. No. In normal. So.
You want two? Two? You want two? Yeah. Can you take your ring off, Doctor? That's me watch.
Not to come.
I can't wait for this. This sounds so fun turning 40. I can't fucking wait.
Andy's sitting there going, these guys can't fucking stay away for 4 weeks again. And yes, Andy, just to make you aware, there is another 4-week break coming up. So
I'm sure that happened a few weeks ago, but he wasn't a doctor. Anyway.
Yeah. Then the doctor walked in. So
when the doctor stood in front of you. What do you mean you're not be out?
Yeah, he stood. He went, I'm just here to watch.
Oh,
God, I knew that BDSM fucking convention was the wrong thing to do.
Hey boy, you got a real pretty mouth. I want to hear you squeal like a pig. Like, oh fuck, where's Burt Reynolds?
This is definitely the best podcast ever because Gator just made a fucking appearance.
Arrow.
Big boys don't cry.
So,
Gator, don't take no shit.
Back to the race because Mark was saying, "Move the fuck on." We finished with Norris in the lead with 22.896 seconds. With Max Verstappen second, Leclerc third, Piastri fourth, Sainz fifth, Perez sixth, started fifth, Russell seventh, Hamilton eighth, really good result for him, Gasly ninth, and Alonso 10th, actually celebrating getting 1 point. You know,
what do you think to Russell? going from 4th to 7th. And Mercedes in general, because they pitted Russell to what they thought would be them two on soft tyres catching everyone in front of them. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
What do you think to Merck's performance at the weekend after, 2 or 3 victories on the bounce?
To be honest, I don't even think Toto knows, because he's come out and said it's going to be a head scratcher. We need to work out what the hell went wrong.
Here we go again.
Yep, you
False
Mercedes
dog.
at the moment are like a British summer. You get 2 or 3 weeks out of them, and then it just turns to shit again.
Yep.
But yeah, so
We'll see.
Look, so we've gone through the race. So that now puts the standings for the drivers. Like I've already said, there's only 70 points between first and second now. Max on 295, Norris 225, Leclerc 192, but who really cares? He's not going to do any better than that. And Piastri 179, so Piastri could take Leclerc as well. At the constructors, you've got Red Bull on 434, McLaren on 404, Ferrari at 370, and then Mercedes at 276. And there's no point going through the others, because I think the next closest to Mercedes is like 160 or something like that. So there's like 100 odd points between them. So yeah, Monza next, the Temple of Speed. Sounds like Indiana Jones should be going there.
This weekend, we've got back-to-back races.
Back.
Yeah.
So are we got picks, boys?
Yes.
I have 3 sets of picks, actually.
Oh, fuck me.
And last year's winner was Max. Oh, I can't read my writing, but then it was Carlos Sainz who was third. Who was second? Oh, Checo. Sorry, Checo was second, and then it was Carlos Sainz third.
Well, that ain't happening this year. So, Ost goes first.
Yep.
I have gone Norris for the win. Piastri second. And Max third.
Okay. Who would you like to go next?
Who would I like to go next? I'm going to let you go next, Tony, because then that way you can't base your guesses on whatever me and Mark have both put as our predictions.
Well done.
Me doing that? Why would I do that?
Well, you've got 3 sets of picks apparently, haven't you? So which one are you
Yeah.
going?
I'm going to go for this one. This is the one I've chosen.
Is this plan A, B, or C?
This is plan
E.
This is plan A out of the 3.
Okay.
Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, and I've got Carlos Sainz third.
For Bants.
For Bants. He finished third last year. He had a bit of an unlucky race. Yeah. My other. Do you want to hear my other ones before you go?
Go for it. Go for it.
So in plan B, I've got Lando Norris first, Max Verstappen second, George Russell third. And the first one that I wrote down, after I had a good think about it, this is plan C, and it's Lando Norris first, Carlos Sainz second, and Charles Leclerc third. Obviously, you can see I warmed to the Ferrari and then suddenly saw sense and went back on it.
Go on then, Mark. So you've got all 3 of Tony's picks.
Well, it's funny, because when he started saying about plan B, I thought, he's got my picks here. So I've got Norris to win. I have gone for Max second. And I've gone for Lewis Hamilton third at the home of Ferrari, where he's going next year.
Nah, I think he'll be too preoccupied with signing autographs and racing.
He's going to put a show on. He's going to put a show on.
Yeah.
He's going to turn up. I've got the faith.
Or he could crash and the headlines will read, will he crash next year when he's there in a Ferrari?
I did want to put Piastri in there, I've got to be honest. And Max is slowly coming down.
Max
I nearly put Piastri second and Max third, but I'm just going to give it a few more weeks.
Max can't turn the car. That's all he complains about week after week.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of very tight chicanes in there.
There is. But it's quick in a straight line.
But it's very quick in a straight line.
So, the ladies. So, Charlie has gone Norris for the win. Hamilton second. And Piastri third.
Ooh, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's levelled off now, so I mean, she's back in contention, I suppose.
Yeah, now she doesn't have to avoid saying Max to be awkward. She can just avoid saying Max.
Yep.
I've got Beth's.
Go for it.
She's on Lando, Leclerc, Piastri. I just feel like the Ferraris have been just too quiet, haven't they, recently?
You've both got a Ferrari in there. I'm not seeing where they've come from. Are you basing it on it's the Italian Grand Prix and they're from Italy?
Yeah, I think we're both on the hype of, yes, exactly what you were saying.
Interesting.
But then when you look at it logically, you wouldn't put them in there. But then I don't know, the Ferrari at times this season has steps up.
Let's put it this way. I nearly went absolutely rogue because Monza is a track that's thrown up some surprising results. Gasly winning, Ricciardo winning. So
it only takes one tussle. And that's what I tried to base it off of the Red Bull Ring earlier this year, where very fast track, Max Verstappen was winning and didn't yield, crashed Lando, and it all went tits up. So that could happen. We haven't seen a first corner crash in a while.
Look at Max and Hamilton at Monza. He ended up on top of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that was there.
Yeah, could happen.
It's a quick track. It's going to be a good race. I can feel it.
And it's this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So, as always, guys, massive thanks to Andy and the crew at Cookie Cast. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you see one of us three on the street, give us a hug or buy us a drink or anything else like that. If you're mine or Mark's GP and you're listening to this in 8 years' time, be gentle.
Book us in.
yeah. And, at least ensure it's consensual. But for anybody else, if you see someone jogging down the street, like I always say, get your neighbours, get your friends, get your cousins, your mistresses, your whatever. Pin down that jogger on the other side of the street, force your AirPods or your Galaxy Buds into their ears and make them listen to it. Share the love. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, let's not be late next week. As in, forget to do it, as in kind of thing. But I don't want any more.
Amateur hour. We'll get better at this.
Yeah, in 3 more seasons.
Yeah.
See you soon, lads.
Bye.
So there we go. What do you think to that? Another one done. More races gone. More races to come. All the Formula 1 goodness right here on Cookie Cast, Straight to the Apex podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this podcast, click that like button. Share the podcast around. That's a biggie. Subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. And leave a review where you can leave a review. Please check out the website, thecookiecast.com. There we've got social media links and an email button, and that way you can get in touch with these guys. Just say, hey, love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Right, that's it. There is no more. Until next time, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then.
You've just listened to another episode of Cookie Cast. Thanks for listening.